Hello, welcome to another episode of the Ghana Women Awards Diaries here on TV3. Of course, this is the Ghana Women Awards 2024. Today on the program, we're profiling two amazing personalities, wonderful women by all standards in the fields of endeavor that they ply their trade. Don't forget, this program is brought to you in association with Perla Mineral Water. Of course, with support from Labadi Beach Hotel, Dani Kani Tall Stage, and of course, Airport West Hotel, Imani Impressions, and Sumi Sura by Abdul for this amazing outfit. After this message from Perla Mineral Water, we delve straight into these amazing personalities we have for you today.
Welcome to our special segment on Multipack Limited, a trailblazing company established in 2006. Perla Water, which has been capturing the heart and the taste of consumers since inception in 2018. Perla ensures that every sip delivers and refreshing the high healthy experience. Multipack Limited ensures that Perla Water is readily available across all the market in Ghana. One of our key initiatives in advancing women empowerment is our active participations and support in Ghana Women's Award. This is a prestigious event to recognize and celebrate the achievement of the women across various sectors.
Of course, I promised you two amazing personalities. We're delving into their life, their achievements, career, and of course, we learn about a thing or two from this woman, DCO1 Edith Penelope Arhin. She is the Regional Commander, Ghana Immigration Service, Kotoka International Airport. Amazing woman, doing exploits in her field. And from there, we'll go straight into the world of human resource, HR for that matter, and this amazing, delectable woman from Jospon Group of Companies. She is the group head in charge of human capital and of course logistics and technical. Belinda Naa Odey Amarteifio. Amazing woman. Enjoy these profiles whilst you grab yourself a bottle of Perla Mineral Water.
I am Edith Penelope Arhin, Deputy Commissioner of Immigration and a Regional Commander for Kotoka International Airport. I come from the Bedu and the Banfo family. My parents are Mr. Edward Kwame of blessed memory and Madam Elizabeth Wilson, who is a retired nurse and still alive. She gave birth to two of us. We were two girls. I grew up in Kumasi with my grandmother, so it means I was brought up by my grandmother at age 6 with other siblings.
Near to Icetown, baby, I near to we boys and we girls. Na Nina, one funny near and two biaso, one shot what bra born a bra no more bono, while Shebrano or concentrate you on addition. Na Medina say, to me, see idea better Miss Abri.
She's the daughter of my big sister. I've known her all my life. Edith used to stay with her grandmother in Kumasi. Her grandmother was a baker and very generous with her loaves of bread. So I used to visit her quite often. And anytime I visited her, I saw this little girl who was always quiet, hardworking.
Edith came to live with us when she finished her sixth form exams. I noticed that she was such a person who was organized and very diligent with whatever she does.
I'm married with a daughter. My husband is Mr. Kingsley Ato Arhin, a building contractor.
Edito, as I normally call her, is a supportive wife, a lovely mother, and love to support the church and even the neighbors around. She loves to advise, even advises me on my job, and turns out positive each time she does it. And I love her for that.
She's a supportive mother, advises me all the time. She's my best friend, my quarrel buddy, and she's always there for me, even though she has a tight schedule. Mostly people with that kind of schedule would mostly not have that time for you to look out for you, but then she's always there for me when I need her. And on that, I remember one time I was home alone and hungry. I didn't know what to do. I called her on a video call, and at that moment she was willing to help me. So she taught me how to prepare kukonte at that very moment. And thanks to her, now I'm a very good cook, and I love her because of that.
She's been an inspirational person to the whole family. Her doors are open. Anyone can call upon her day and night, and she's ready to assist. In fact, she can even go the extra mile for family members and even the vulnerable.
I started my primary education at KO Methodist Primary School in Kumasi, and from the year 1985 to 1990, I did my secondary education at Wesley Day Secondary School in Kumasi. From there, I continued my sixth form education at Fijai Secondary School in Sekondi. I continued at University of Ghana. I also pursued political science and Russian language in Pushkin Institute of Russian Language, combined with political science. And from there, I pursued a master's degree in gender, peace and security. From there, I pursued project management course in GIMPA, and then also I pursued certificate in public administration also in GIMPA. And from there, I have attended a number of training programs and workshops, and the latest one that I attended is on leadership, organized by the Commonwealth Secretariat, and it was leadership and governance, and it has really helped me.
I have known Commander Edith for the past 24 years. I happened to be an instructor at the time at the Immigration Academy and Training School. So in fact, she passed through my hands. And I must say that she was one of our best officers, our cadet officers that we trained. This is a cadet officer who was always on point. Punctuality, neatness, dressing of beds, ironing of uniforms. Just excellent. You have nothing to talk about as an instructor. Everything impeccable.
I was enlisted into the Ghana Immigration Service in the year 2001, and I passed out as a cadet officer and assistant superintendent in the year 2001. From there, my career started. I was posted to the airport as my first station in 2002. This is where I started my career immigration duties. And as an assistant superintendent, I became a deputy supervisor. And in 2006, I was posted to passport office as a deputy superintendent. And when I went to passport office, I was made the client service officer. In 2011, I was posted to Koforidua as the second in command of the region. So in 2013, I was brought to headquarters and to no other place than the issuing room, where it is known as the engine room of the service. In 2016, I was posted to Tema Port to go and then continue working. And I worked with the administration of Tema Command. And in 2018, I was posted to KIA as the regional commander. And as the officer in charge, I am the regional commander here, and I oversee the administrative, the operational, and then the welfare issues of my officers at the command. As a regional commander, I oversee to the administrative, operational, and welfare issues of my officers at the command. And the KIA command does not consist only of Terminal 3. I have Terminal 1, the private jet terminal or the Magdan terminal, as one of my operational areas. We come to VIP, where the dignitaries usually pass when they are traveling out and then coming in. I have Terminal 2, which is for special operations when we have returnees. And from Terminal 2, we come to CIP, or the Commercially Important Persons Terminal. We have also the Jubilee or the Presidential Terminal, and that also is my operational area.
When she was at the passport office, most officers admired her because of the way she worked. She's so hardworking. Her hardworking nature is just overwhelming. Back at the headquarters, she gained a lot of popularity because of the way she served. She served selflessly, and she won the admiration of most officers.
She's the longest serving lady commander at the command right now. And that for on the grounds as a commander, I think he's done a lot to transform the service.
And during my stay here at the airport, a lot of changes have occurred. Number one, when we came, the fraud office was receiving deportees. Now we call them returnees. That is a dignified name for them because of the stigma attached to deportees. Yes, and during this season, my boss traveled to Spain on a conference on migration. Immediately stepped down from the plane. He told me, Edith, we have to set up this MICR, Migration Information Desk, for these returnees, whereby they can be received properly and then referred to the appropriate quarters. And I immediately took that word, and the same month that he told me, within a week or two, I have set the desk.
The KIA unit has been improved. We now have the Intel and the Fraud unit. We have the Migration Information Center. We have the Anti-Human Trafficking unit, all under her leadership.
The intelligence unit, as I met it, we had only 18 officers. But she said no, at least the intelligence office, she should expand the intelligence office. So from 18, she increased the numbers to 33. And Madam was still not satisfied because she said that the intelligence unit is the life wire of the entire airport for immigration. And so she went ahead to establish the analysis section. And before the establishment of the analysis section, she personally worked hand in hand with the Canadian High Commission and managed to get resource persons to train intelligence officers, a section of intelligence officers in intelligence analysis.
When I came, fraud and intel, fraud unit and then intelligence unit, they were together, and each of them did not know where his or her power ends for the other to continue. I made sure I streamline things. Now we have the intel unit and they know what they are supposed to go in for. They are to gather the information and then make sure they produce a good intelligence for the national security. We have the fraud office that is dealing purely with document, and it is our back office where the airlines and then other people who have document problems are being referred.
It was under Madam's leadership that the public affairs unit got an office space. Initially, it was just a desk made up of one officer, but now we have an office space made up of 5 officers.
I have set up the active desk, which is the anti-human trafficking and smuggling in persons. I have set up that desk also. Aside the desk that I have set up also, now the command has become the second highest revenue generator for the service. Every time we are moving to a new dimension, it is increasing every month. And I think this is no mean an achievement. And the headquarters itself has applauded the command.
I've basically known Madam Edith since the inception of Magdan Aviation, and I must say that her leadership has been tremendous. It has helped us in so many ways with regards to immigration processes. One of the major hurdles that she helped us to achieve had to do with our visa on arrival. Now, we don't have to go to the main terminal to have that done.
Magdan Private Jet Terminal was set up about 6 years ago, and I've been very instrumental in the setting up of this terminal, especially with the arrival and departure processing. I advised the CEO that bringing visa on arrival in this terminal will help facilitate the processing of passengers so that it will be seamless, and he embraced the advice and set up the visa on arrival.
So under the watch of Commissioner Edith Penelope Arhin, things have been so progressive. Before, I remember, if you have a visa on arrival passenger, you have to go through the main terminal to be attended to. But since she came to power, she came on the seat as a commissioner, now visa on arrival is done at CIP terminal. So it makes our process very swift and progressive, and it's making our business booming. And with that, we really appreciate her. We pray that she will stay longer with us and help us to progress more. But in all, she's the best commissioner we've ever had ever since I started working here.
The challenges I encountered at work as a woman was that immediately I was appointed, some refused to accept me as a woman. And in fact, they underestimated me until I started performing. And with the support of my boss, whatever decisions I want to make or whatever activities I want to carry on, I'll quickly go and then discuss with my boss. And once he's in full support, I had no problem implementing it. He really stood behind me and he ensured that I deliver. And me too, with determination, I decided that everything that I would do here, I would do it and do it well. The word excellent was my watchword. So everything I'm doing here is with excellence. Welcome to my kitchen. As a career woman and with my busy schedule, cooking is my hobby and I love cooking for my family. Today is Saturday and we are at home. And my boss at home says he prefers corned beef vegetable sauce with rice. And may I have the opportunity to introduce to you my daughter, Mami Efua. She is my chef in the house. So here we go. So viewers, the food is ready, and this is how I spend time with my family on Saturdays. And after eating, then we move to the movies and we watch, we relax, we talk. The next 5 years, I want to see myself at the top, and as a role model, my desire is to see more women rising or occupying the top position, rubbing shoulders and delivering excellent services to the public.
Madam, under her leadership, has been very decisive when it comes to making decisions. She has been very proactive when it comes to making decisions. In fact, Madam has been a role model for almost all the ladies at the Kotoka International Airport.
On behalf of the Public Affairs Unit and all officers and men here at the Kotoka International Airport Regional Command, Madam, I would like to congratulate you for being honored as one of the most outstanding women in the country. Indeed, this is an award well deserved, and we are proud of you. We are also privileged to work with you. Ayiko, Madam, ahua to you.
On behalf of the family, I say Ayiko for the impact that you have achieved, your success, and everything that you have made. You have made this family very proud. We say, Ayeko, we love you, and I love you more.
Belinda was a member of the Jospon Group of Companies HC team that revolutionized the HR practices and framework within the group. Since then, she's been instrumental in the setup of the cluster as well as subsidiary human functions in the group. Her impact is enormous.
I'm Belinda Naa Odey Amarteifio, Group Head of Human Capital for the Technical and Logistics Group, a cluster under the Jospon Group of Companies. I also double up as the Head of Human Capital for GWA Plant School, also a subsidiary of the Jospon Group of Companies. I was born to Mr. Sidney Kwaku, formerly of GBC, and Madam Margaret Ayi, formerly of Ghana Highways Authority, all of blessed memory. I grew up in Apusokai, a suburb of Accra. I am blessed with 2 children.
Mom has been a pillar in my life because I remember back during my final exam, that was my BC. I didn't really have the confidence needed to write a paper. I always thought of failure and not of success. But my mom, being the woman who she is, provided me with enough support I needed. And she helped me really because all the support, the motivation, and the help she gave me helped me pass my final exams, which also gave me the chance to be accepted into my dream school. That's at Isadora College.
Her interest in education has always taught me never to give up in life and always pursue my dreams, because even at her age, she is still furthering her education. And this has motivated me to aim higher in life.
I had my primary education at Cambridge Preparatory School, and then went to Accra High School for my O-level education. I had to wait for a year before I did my A-level in general arts. I had my university education at Central University, where I studied human resource management. I also had my MBA in finance. I am a certified HR business partner. I am a member of the Institute of Directors and also belongs to a number of professional bodies.
I believe that she being nominated into the category of the HR is never a mistake at all, because she is a true epitome of HR.
I started my career with the Institute of Economic Affairs, and then I moved to Idako Redu Company Limited in the early 90s. I then joined Hotel Shangri-La as a secretary at their business center. I was moved to the HR department as an HR officer when the officer there resigned. That is where my career as an HR started, because I knew nothing about HR. However, I took up the challenge to take up the role as an HR officer. I worked there for a few years, and then I moved to Coconut Grove Hotel as an HR officer. However, I have to come back to Shangri-La because my resignation was declined by my boss, who was so comfortable working with me. From Shangri-La Hotel, I had to resign and join my family in Takoradi. However, I could not get a job in Takoradi, so I have to move back to Accra, and then I joined Cutting Edge. From Cutting Edge, I had the opportunity to work with Ghana Airport Company for a year. Then I moved to T&G Company, Holding Company Limited, as the Group Head of Human Capital. I left T&G and then I joined Wasteland Fields Company Limited. Wasteland Fields is a member of the Jospon Group. I was the first HR to take up that role. There too, I had to set up the HR department and ensure it is functioning as expected. From Wasteland Fields, I was transferred to GWA Plant School in 2019, where I was given a new role as the Group Head of Human Capital for the Technical and Logistics Group. I have been with this company and then the group for the past 6 years.
Madam Belinda Naa Odey Amarteifio has been my boss for over 10 years. Her leadership style is exceptional. She leads by example, demonstrating kindness, empathy, humility in everything that she does.
I was the first HR to be employed for T&D Holding Company. T&D Holding Company had 2 subsidiaries under the holding company. And being the first HR, I was able to set up the department alone, single-handedly alone, without any support, putting in place policies, manuals, and procedure so that everything that is done, it's done to perfection. At Waste Landfills, where I was also the first HR to be employed, I set up the department single-handedly and ensured that we created the right environment for staff to work with. As the group head of human capital for the technical and logistics group, a cluster under the Jospon group of companies, I supervised the work of 10 HR managers and officers. They have a dotted reporting line to me, and my responsibility is to make sure that they work in consonance with the laid down policies and procedures. Currently, we have over 628 staff in the technical logistics group. So I manage this staff with the support of the HR managers at the subsidiary level.
I was introduced to her. At that time, I was HR for Uton Ghana Limited. And when she met me, at that time, my credentials for the job was a bit down than expected. So I was thinking, hey, will this lady take me if she looks at my qualifications? But immediately she met me, she looked at me and smiled and said, oh, I will work with her. She had that confidence in me. Truly, through her, I've been able to upgrade my credentials, have my second master's, started my professional course, just because she's somebody who gives chance to everybody.
Because she's a people's person, Belinda is able to coach, mentor, and encourage staff, no matter the level of performance they find themselves. Belinda has great leadership skills that has enabled her to be able to drive all 11 subsidiaries as far as the people factor is concerned.
As a career woman with a very, very busy schedule, I ensure that during the weekend I spend quality time with my family to make up for the time lost during the week. So we spend time cooking together, reading together, and one of my hobbies is watching football. I read a lot. I love traveling. Advice to the youth is that pursuing your career, your goals, is a journey, not a destination. Success is a journey that you have to undertake. You have to pursue your career passionately. Once you start, you should ensure that you work towards it. You have to endure all the turbulences, and you will definitely arrive at your destination successfully.
On this occasion of such a prestigious moment, the Ghana Women's Awards, I wish you all the best. It's my prayer that the good Lord crown all your efforts with success.
Big Mama, I'm happy that you have really won this award. In fact, I remember when your name was mentioned that you are competing with others for this particular award, I knew within me that truly you have it because you deserve it. You are an exemplary leader, a supportive leader. Thank you from the team, the Pampu team, HR team, and all the TNL HRs. We say thank you so much for being an impact in our life.
Belinda, on behalf of the cluster and on my own behalf, we'd like to let you know that we are very proud of you. We are proud of your successes. We are proud of your achievements. And we know that with you and the cluster, we will achieve more successes. May God continue to bless you, and may God continue to increase you. Thank you.
Madam Belinda, Aiko! Well, all too soon, we've come to the end of another profiling. 2 amazing women, right? Yes, so if you're a woman out there, make sure you strive for greatness. And that's what Ghana Women Awards is all about. Celebrating womanhood, a key element for national development. My name is Nana Odey. God willing, next week, Same time, same place, we'll bring you another episode of amazing women doing exploits in this country. Until such time, live the life you love the life you live, and keep your mind always positive. My name is Naa Odey, your Dapper MC, the man.